Starting five. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Kerr, and it's Moody in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubats in at the 5. And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out, but Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. Here's Harden. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think the average fan understands how strong Harden is. He has no problem finishing through contact with those wide shoulders.
Here's Hield. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Releases. Kerr can't hit. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that,
I think they just got caught completely by surprise, and they never managed to fully recover.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Powell. And so Powell nails both of them. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On its way from Curry for 2. In the corner, Moody with it. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Hield can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's Harden with the drive.
Okay, I see the explosion. Harden never ceases to amaze me.
On the way to CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron, and that certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum, and we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Now here's Hield following the miss by Chris Dunn. MP finds Kuminga. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing by Golden State. Kerr outside. Down against Hield. shoots the three, and another three for Golden State.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here's Harden for three. Dunn, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 6. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Now here's Hield. He's got 6. Shot clock at 5. Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
If the ball handling isn't enough to mesmerize you, what about the little up fake by Curry?
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And the Clippers getting that contract extension done with Coach Ty Lue. They've really invested in the future, haven't they, Sean?
Nice, shiny new arena and everything that they built in L.A. And yet, this is a talented and aging roster. For this iteration of Clippers basketball around Kawhi Leonard, they know the time is right now.
And they've added Jeff Van Gundy, so another great basketball mind on that staff. Clippers with the ball. They trail by 7. And here's Dunn. Still yet to score. It's rebounded by Golden State. Kerr's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Harden the pass to Zubac. Leonard against Kuminga. Pulls up on the elbow. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, James Harden.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
We've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Second, Stephen Curry.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
The first one falls.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Jones comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Amir Coffey's checked in for Powell. And Miller's subbed in for Dunn. Now here's Jones. An 11-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Hey, Shams, we know you. Many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding.
Don't you forget, Harden's won an assist title now. This man can pass that rock.
down low. Kerr, Green breaking loose.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Kicks it out to Jones. Passes to Eubanks. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Healed with the bucket.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Fighting with it. Boy, he was something else against Utah. There's the pass to Coffey. Dishes it to Jones. Pass to Coffey. Over Peyton. Coffey can't get it to go. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Memphis. Here's Podziemski. 8 points his last outing. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Coffey. He's defended by Podziemski. Pass to Harden. Clock at 6. Passes it to Eubanks. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
The list of guys who have led the league in points and assists, well, it's a short one. That includes James Harden, LeBron, Wilt, Oscar, amongst others.
Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been
no good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so MP will bring it up for Golden State. 11-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Warriors leading by 11. Here's Green. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Miller outside. 1:12 left in the first quarter. That one falls.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the inside. And then Kerr with the dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Coffey. He had 10 points in the win against Utah. Pass to Podziemski. Inside, Kerr. And then Kerr with the dunk.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now here's Jones. Scoreless thus far. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Podziemski, the bounce pass. Kerr dishes to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Back to Kerr. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Kerr's got 16 points.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Jonathan Kuminga. Curry is out there with Moody. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Post in at the 5 roaming the paint. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Yeah, they've shown effort and appearance.
Substitution here for the Clippers. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Batum. Amir Coffey comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Miller's checked in for Powell. And James Harden has subbed in for Dunn. Hield outside. Kerr outside. Green against Miller. Pajemski on the wing. And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Clippers trail by 15. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hips. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, B.A. On defense, the Clippers down by 15.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux. Players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Hield can't hit. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 15-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
6 on the shot clock. They get it back. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Eubanks the pass to Miller. And Kerr pulls it down. Kerr's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Hield outside. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Hield. Here's Green. Makes it off the glass. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There is no one better at drawing fouls than James Harden. It can be frustrating for a defender. It's an art that he has mastered.
For Los Angeles, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. And so he hits both. Warriors leading by 17. Here he goes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Takes a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 16.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Kerr kicks to Curry. Back to Kerr. Outside Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Hield with it. Zubats defending.
It's not really Buddy's preferred area, but good on him for not overlooking that mid-range opportunity.
Leonard attacking. Now the pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Pass to Hield. Fires for three. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hill. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Dunn finds Zubac. Harden scanning the floor. Fader on the way. Off the left rim and out. Warriors leading by 17. And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He's been pretty careless with the ball. 4 turnovers is a stat you do not want next to your name.
Moody's checked in for Brandon Pajemski. Here's Leonard. Kawhi with the flush.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down by 15. It's Powell with the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. Powell's got 7 points.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
They get it back. They kick out to Hill. Passes it to Curry. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Looking unstoppable. Even the foul can't hold back Curry's shot.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Zubac's no good.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Leonard's huge hands and quick instincts help him grab a ton of steals.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. But should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Here's Jackson Davis has checked in for the Warriors. Pass to Curry. Kerr outside. Back to Curry. Deflects the pass. To the middle. And then Kerr with the dunk.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
Curry against Harden. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Harden. There's the drive. Zubac the pass to Leonard. From deep three-point land. The shot by Powell, no good. Warriors leading by 16. Curry dishes to Kerr. Healed outside. Pass to Jackson Davis. Shoots it. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Leonard inside. Jackson Davis defending. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Here's Dunn. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Moody the pass to Kerr. And Curry has it in the corner. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Up top, Moody, guarded by Harden. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Now Powell. He has 7. Harden outside. Left side, Leonard. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And it's Leonard missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Curry with the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Powell. He gets that one. Powell's got 9.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Down low. And Kerr gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Clever move by Curry, using the play to make room for a different shooter.
A shot by Batum, no good. Warriors leading by 18. Curry finds MP. Curry against Harden. Curry passes to Kerr. Back to Curry. Here's Dunn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's Harden with the drive. Outside for Batum. Done outside. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And Kerr pulls it down.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Moody. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. Moody's got his third basket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's checked in for Batum. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Dunn. Here's Curry. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Harden the pass to Eubanks. Harden against Curry. Outside Leonard. Over Payton. Los Angeles with another miss. Warriors leading by 22. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in L.A. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Talk about confidence. What do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the..."
Substitution on the court.
Kerr with it. Jones covering. Here's Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooting.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kerr is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Payton in at the 3. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Curry with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Here's Harden. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is the offensive onslaught that is James Harden. Just capable of dominating games all by himself. Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Moving it up. Kerr with it. Jones covering. Shots good by Green.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Curry against Harden. Done outside. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
In the corner, Powell with it. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. To the inside, Kerr, and then Kerr with the dunk.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Harden outside. Back to Dunn from past the arc. And Kerr pulls it down.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Curry. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Curry's got 14 points here in the second half. Harden kicks to Dunn. The pass to Jones. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Kerr outside. Banked in off the glass. Kerr's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Jones. Now Powell. Dunn outside. Drives to the hoop. Good work defensively by Kerr. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Payton attacking, and Payton throws it down hard.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Passes it to Powell. Jones against Green. Powell, no one around him. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Warriors shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Curry's shot is good.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To halt the run, Jones, no luck.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Powell against Payton. Pocket 6. Up top, Powell fires it up. And he overshot that one, missing. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Green. Kerr. And then Kerr with the dunk.
And this how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Zubac finds Jones. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And Kerr pulls it down. Green against Jones. They get the rebound. Kerr lays it up and banks it in. Kerr's got 10 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry against Harden. Done outside. Pass to Zubac. Can they get it? Kicks it out to Jones. Puts up a deep three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Curry passes to Kerr. Here's Hield. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Harden can't hit. The Warriors shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Payton kicks to Kerr.
2 minutes remaining.
Golden State moving it around.
2 minutes.
The dish now to Curry. Shoots over Zubac. Curry with the bucket. Curry's got 26 points.
Just a wizard with the ball. Look, Curry's creativity is just incredible.
The three from Harden. It's rebounded by Payton. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Kerr kicks to Curry. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Done outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Kerr kicks to Payton. Back to Kerr. And then Kerr with the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Chris Dunn.
Here's Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.